Let's get to the last part over here. Now, what is this? Let's check this out. A desk. And a very, very nice room as well. Wow. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko.
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? What if she meant by regret? First of all, we gotta investigate the hell out of this room. There's also a hidden door back there. I'm checking that out. And, oh, some booze. Not bad. After this entire thing, I think all of them deserve a drink. Never mind, they're minors, so that'll probably be a bad idea. Okay, well, let's talk to Kyoko first about that regret of hers. Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Something has to do with her dad, because we found out her dad is the headmaster, or was the headmaster of the school. But then he left. He left being a detective to become something else, I guess a teacher? We got a computer we should investigate for sure. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still had some search results left on it. They might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words...
Well, the ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead a point to some kind of a group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sort of people, whose driving force comes from despair.
However...
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best we could do as a complete kitty. But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete kitty failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
Correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added to the truth bullet section of a handbook. So the ultimate despair isn't a student. It could be a group, a collection of people that have the same mindset of setting this entire thing up. So maybe we don't have a mastermind, but maybe we have masterminds. That's gonna be a little bit interesting. What about the PC down there? Can we look at it? I guess we can't. What else is there to look? I know there's a hidden door, but that's about it. Something going on with the chair? The desk is home to a computer. Must have belonged to the headmaster. Oh, that's it? Okay. And the hidden door. Actually, let me look all the way to the right. Nothing there? Nope, nothing there. So we gotta just check the hidden room here. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of a design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So...
There's a gap there, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's like an open space on the other side of the wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure out some kind of a trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However...
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is it's probably made of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right. That's not really enough. That's not nearly enough to go on.
It's true.
I looked through all the paperwork and all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there might be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe, for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if you want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can figure it out, there's no way I can stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how he is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Oh, how she is, god damn it. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. Alright, let's give it a go. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, that might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me try type the password here. Typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirikiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling as I finished typing it in. Well then. Ooh. This is like a double whammy here. First of all, that's good for us because that's another clue, and I'm pretty sure it's good for Kyoko because now she knows that her dad haven't forgotten her, even though he kind of abandoned her, so pretty much. What? That did it! Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko. Well, maybe that might not be a good thing. She's probably still pissed and a little confused, but... Alright, let's see what's inside. Wow. You see that? I want to see Kyoko's reaction to this. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. A present? Wrapped covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Got some stuff over here. Don't think there's anything else around here. There's a present. And there's a picture. Wardrobe, table, chair. Let's check the present. Let's see what it is. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm getting kind of a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is. At the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. Took a deep breath and took hold of the lid. Slowly, ever so slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. Oh! Wow. I'm guessing that's her dad. Right? I mean, that could only be him. Damn, that is sadistic. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have ever possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? Oh, let's talk to her about this. Just as he thought. How could he have known that? I mean, there were bones in there. Human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That's pretty much the same thing. The guy in the box. My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones. That body. That's my father. Or at least, what's left of him. Are you serious? This is KYOKO'S dad? The same man she's been searching for? Hold on, how can you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may as well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seemed possible, even likely, that he is someone in the school right now. It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in host speak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but the only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in the school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As KYOKO explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I have to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong. Which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know KYOKO said she wanted her father to see her father so she could cut off all ties. That was all there was to it? I give up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true kitty detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Oh shit, wait until the rest of them hear about this. Guys, we found a dead guy in a box. Literally. That's a really demented way to put it, especially considering the ultimate despair, right? And the entire point of Hope's Peak Academy has been to instill despair, turn hope into despair. Such a hopeful and cheery looking box has a dead body. That's as despairing or disparage, I don't know. That's as the biggest despair factor as ever, if you really wanted to put one in, right? I don't know, my words a little jumbled up. You know what I mean though, hopefully. Let's check the desk. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I really don't want to touch KYOKO'S dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Be free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of the investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Let's go check it out. Starting from the top, I open all the desk drawers and look inside. I rummage through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is that... It's an e-handbook, right? And it has a label on it that says, in case of emergency. Oh, I know what we're gonna use that. We're gonna take that to the lockers and see what's inside there, and we're gonna get yet another clue. I could not be more excited right now. I found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what it is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But KYOKO... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? I don't think it might be okay. I think she tries to be as cool and collected as possible about it, but I don't think it's okay. She's trying to make sure that we are not the ones, you know, worrying about her. She's trying to stay cool and composed, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Part of me feels really bad for her. Like, she actually had to go through all that. First of all, because of pride, she revealed herself to the school in order to get in here, and then try to find her dad. And now that she's here, there's her dad. That's a really messed up way to do it. Let's check the drawers here. This filing cabinet seems like a kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think KYOKO would like some stranger like me touching her dad's stuff. She already said it was okay.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well,
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have interfered our family business. He could have inherited. He could have inherited our family business, our legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
now,
If he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more of a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. Damn, that's really rough. Now, we got the last piece of the puzzle, the picture. Huh? This picture. That's a little bit sad, actually. Aww. It's cute, but very sad. That is actually interesting. I think this is the first time we've seen a full-blown smile on Kyoko. It's pretty adorable. But still, it's also kind of sad that that's her dad right there, and this is the one thing he kept in a secret room, mind you. They see, somebody must have left it here. Somebody definitely must have left the picture here or didn't think about it, but he originally probably put it here to keep it, you know, maybe for safekeeping. Or somebody put it here for Kyoko to find along with the box of bones. And anyway, if we can assume that her dad did put this here, that's kind of sweet. That's actually kind of sweet. But if we can assume that it's a mastermind that put it here, that means they're trying to purposely taunt her, if anything. I'm pretty sure they would have no reason to put it here, to be honest. Somebody definitely left the box here with his bones, but don't think the mastermind would have left the picture here, right? I mean, they have been dropping pictures left and right, so maybe they did. Who knows? So faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is that a picture of... Hey, Kyoko. She's not happy.
why would you?
Well, this is annoying. Came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It's a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him and tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here, and now he's abandoned me again. And this time, he even stole the only opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster had been added to the truth bullet section of my handbook.
Hey,
Listen, Makoto. Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
so...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it's only inconvenienced you that much more, but
Hey,
could you leave? Huh?
correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be alone for a bit. Kyoko, don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little.
Just a second.
I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're going to say? If so, it's just a theory. And that isn't an issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the fact that of what happened, what I went through. That problem can be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway,
Once I got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please, just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then, I'll see you later. Best we leave her alone, right? Is she really okay? Kyoko, it must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. The one leading the Hope Speak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope Speak's headmaster. So that same person may well be the headmaster who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind, which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. Mail hall? Oh, I guess we do gotta get mail from that, don't we? I guess it is mail hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. Scorched or freaking crisp, good lord. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only those 6 people are still alive. And there's no question. Wait, no! That can't be! I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Should we check on Kyoko just in case, you think? Or should we just leave her alone? I want to save right here just in case. And maybe check her on her. There's all kinds of stuff I want to talk to her about, but I better give her some more time. Alright, well, we'll just let her do that. The girl's dealt with a lot. She has to deal with a lot of things in life. Understandable. What we're gonna do is we're gonna come back to the locker room and see what's inside now that we got the pass. Maybe we'll find something in there. We have to be able to find something here. I mean, some lockers are still perfectly intact. Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sam Rio. Welcome to Hello, what have we got here? Hello ladies, how's it going? Breasts are the treasure of the net. I kinda wanna say you could dress better.